So the energy coming through, guys, was quite a charged energy, okay? Almost like something being wound up, like a toy being wound up to its capacity. What I was actually picturing was a lackey band, okay, being stretched out and out and out to the max, okay? So, you know, something has reached its limit here. It's almost like, oh my God, yeah, cycles, okay? I just was looking at that, cycles or something that has to come to an end. And this could have relevance, but right from this morning, not really that I ever listened to U2, but Beautiful Day by U2 was playing in my head. So I thought that was strange. I might have picked it up from somewhere, but that was the song playing through my mind. Welcome to Angie Baby Intuitive. Thank you for joining for your collective read today. Absolute pleasure having everyone here. If you're a veteran viewer, welcome back. And if you're here for the first time, welcome aboard to our soul fam, to our soul collective. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Let's jump straight in, guys. I just heard lingering, okay? So definitely like a lingering here of something. And there is definitely like that sense of forced to complete, okay? Moving on, moving past something. Show us what the collective needs to see, please. Okay, that's, no, it didn't come out. I don't want to, so, come on. Show us what the collective needs to see. Thank you. Oh my God, that just juggled for a little bit on my arm before coming out. Okay, we've got envy here. We've got the thinking man, goddess of the moon, all tied up, and journey. On the bottom here, we've got envy and then cornucopia. We've got appreciation under that, and I feel like I want to take that. Oh my God, we need some more room on this table. Get over there. All right. Oops. Appreciation. Over here. Okay. Wow, goddess of the moon. So it has been a full moon, you know. This could be the urge here. We'll come back to that. We've got thinking man and all tied up, okay. So like I said, an urge here to finish cycles because there's no movement forward until these cycles have been completed, okay. We're leaving these over here because there's definitely some way it fits, but we have to deal with these first, as we do. Yeah. There's an urge here to push these unfinished cycles forward, okay. They've been pushed to their edge, and it could be like situations, emotions, okay, patterns that have just been stretched right out. Like I said, it's almost like you've been managing them, okay, and you've been postponing them, but they're hitting a natural limit. And with the recent full moon, okay, this has played a major role here is what's coming through, okay. Moons don't negotiate. They illuminate, they expose, you know, and they force awareness on whatever it might be that needs awareness brought about in your life, okay. Whatever needs to be illuminated here is what the moon sort of brings. And I'm getting right now that for many of you, this one's highlighted something that's been held on to longer than it should have been. I'm getting it sort of felt, you know, all tied up. Let's move these because these two are sort of relevant together. It's sort of like you didn't, it's not that you couldn't see, okay, that you were sort of like holding on to this situation, okay? That's the best way I can put it. I want to put it into like spiritual technical terms, but that's the way that it's coming out. So it's not that you didn't know and that you didn't know that you were holding on to them, but because letting go felt complicated, that's what's coming through. But you have to, you know, this is being forced in order to move forward with the journey here, okay? The full moon is like boom, boom for the last time. It's like, hello, time to let it go. Let's pull something else. What are we pulling here? Okay, let's grab some of these. I feel like it's a toss up. All right, we're going with these. It could be like emotional reactions that you're feeling. There could be like resurfacing of this issue, so it can be conversations or like Groundhog Day is what's coming through, like same things happening, and so, you know, you are aware of what's going on here. There could be like external things that keep coming and like smacking you in the face, almost like mirroring. External chaos mirroring itself, okay, creating like internal tension within you, and you know what it is. Show us what the collective needs to see, please. We'll have a look at envy in a minute because I'm a little bit curious about that. What I just got was you don't want to progress too quickly because it's like you want to save someone's feelings. Just when I asked about envy then, come on, what's going on? Maybe I chose the wrong deck. All right, thank you. Choices. Free will, passion. Makes absolutely no sense to this. We've got adventure. You know, we've got journey and adventure here, so I don't know how these sort of, but we're going to go with it. Free will, passion, free will, serve your higher purpose here, okay? So you might be stopping yourself, okay, because of this, you're stopping yourself from moving forward like we spoke about here. It's almost like you're holding on to something because it makes you feel that passion. This could be a relationship for some of you, or God, what just came through was like being stuck on a crush even, okay? For some of you, like I said, there are going to be different things like situations, emotional things, okay? It's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, you may just be holding on to a crush here that you know is it gives you that passion and excitement and adventure, the feeling of adventure here, the feeling of, not adventure, but the feeling of like passion and, you know, it just gives you that oomph, that zest for life here. But it's time to let it go. Whatever situation it is, it's time to let it go, okay? Because you need to stride out into new territory here. New journey, adventure, new territory. Completing this energy cycle. That's what it is, completing this energy cycle. This is old news. We need to get rid of it. I am definitely getting that The purpose of this last moon phase was to close that, okay? Closure through pressure almost, because I was feeling that pressure cooker type feeling, okay? So it's all come to a head now. This is it. We're out of that new moon now. So some parts of the world, I guess, are not out of that new moon. You'll be still experiencing that new moon. I mean, full moon. God, what am I thinking? Maybe you've got until the new moon. Let's pull some cards. Show us what the collective needs to see. Ooh, that turned over. It didn't flip, but we're still going to take it. Show us what we need to see. Show us what you need to see. I'm getting a really, like, what keeps coming back, okay, and keeps coming around is when cycles don't end naturally, the energy builds until it has no choice, right, but to resolve itself here. And look at what's come out, the moon. Okay, this is going solo over here with cornucopia. Stop carrying something that's past its expiration point. It's well overdue. Well overdue. It's almost like he's been working on this for so long, you know, and they're coming here and they're saying, like, what's going on? What's going on? Even if you look at her face, right? It's almost like she's got like this, an anxious face, you know, if you look at it closely. Like curious. Curious. I don't know if you can see that. It's like, what's taking so long here, you know? And even though there's an emotional attachment to this, okay, that could just be my perception right now because that's how I need to read the card. But, and he's saying, right, well, you know, it takes time here to finish these things, you know, I can't rush it. And she's saying, well, you know, I can't wait forever. I've got to move on from this. We've got to get going. I needed this done like, you know, 3 months ago. And even though there's an emotional attachment to it, there's a need here to release it. Okay, whatever it is. Some people are going to crucify me for that, but I'm telling you, that's what's coming through. And if that's what's coming through, that's what's coming through. Okay, but this is what's going on here. And funnily enough, these cards were laid on here. That was not a plan. That was just the way that it happens here. But look at the Magician and the Cups, okay? It's time to move forward here. Journey, Goddess of the Moon. It's like God is illuminating here with the moon phase, okay? The moon phase, what did I say, you know? It's time to take all that you've learnt from this experience and charge forward into this new adventure, this new journey, okay? Look at this, full of vitality. Full of vitality after exposure here, moving towards, you know, boom. You can't read the cards like that. Well, yes I can. because that's how we're meant to read them. And that's what's coming through. I get what this moment is urging you to do is stop carrying something, okay? That's it. I'm still seeing the cross look on her face, believe it or not. All right, let's look up this. Show us envy. What's happening with envy over here? Show us envy, please. Kylie Minogue could be significant for someone. Thank you. All right. 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I think we've got enough here to read. Oh! Wow, wow, wow. Envy. There's a friendship here. Okay. There's a friendship that holds, a situation, a connection here that holds some sort of, you know, negative vibe, okay? I just heard started off well, started off good, okay? I believe this is where the envy comes into play. This person cannot stand to see you moving in a positive direction here, okay? You've got the 10 of Cups twice, 3 times with cornucopia, okay? There was no appreciation here of what you brought to this person's life, okay? The more you gained, the more this person turned toxic. Expecting. There was an expectation of you from this person, okay? But the more you became enlightened, the more inner work that you'd done, the more you started to build, because you started to see your self-worth here. This person didn't like, okay? There's a cycle that needs to come to an end. Finally, we got there. Thank you. All I had to do was ask the right questions, see how life works. All you got to do is ask the right questions. This was the key to the whole reading. There's a key. There's a key. A key could be significant to somebody, okay? It's about honesty. This is about honesty, okay? Truth being exposed. It's not about loss. You're not losing anything. You're acknowledging what no longer fits. Okay, and this person that brings toxicity, not only to themselves here, but tries to push it into the good that you're building, okay? I want to say the light within you, okay? Because maybe you've grown over time, and this is how you both were, broken, battered, bruised on the floor when you sort of got into this. I'm not getting that it's a really close friendship, but there's definitely like a, we could have been friends, but for some of you it could be a close friendship, okay? Some of you, it could be a close friendship. I'm not going to make speculation here. Everyone's story is going to be different. Maybe what I'm picking up on here, it wasn't a long, okay? Maybe it's, you know, year or two. But there's no growth on that end. It no longer fits because there's no growth. It no longer aligns with who you're becoming. Confirmation ding. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the full moon. The full moon is sort of amplified to you what was already true. The full moon has illuminated, where is it? Has illuminated that truth. Okay, wherever it is, God knows. Didn't we get another moon card? Yeah. That was confirmation. Twice it came out. Oh, did it? Sorry, I'm a forgetful Freddy. Oh, the goddess of the moon. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay, so yeah, no wonder I'm getting like reinforcement here of the full moon, because it was the full moon, the recent full moon, that has sort of amplified this, okay? Or it amplified the truth. That's what's getting it. Amplified the truth. Wow. It definitely didn't create the ending, but it simply turned the lights on. Boom. There. You finally saw. You finally saw. Look at even this Hermit card with this woman holding the torch, whatever it is, candle. You finally saw. It turned the lights on for you. Boom. Bang. I see. Epiphany moment. Things are going to start settling again, okay? Because, you know, look at all these great cards you've got here. You've got the Ten of Pentacles 3 times, guys. Look where you're headed, you know. You're not losing anything. You are not. You're gaining. All right, what are we going to pull from quickly? Because I feel like we want to pull some more. Okay, I do want to pull from there, but I'm going to pull these as well. But it may be a bit of an adjustment here, okay? It's not like, oh, 1 second you're going to make this decision and the next minute it's going to be smooth sailing like the card that I originally saw. But clarity is definitely going to replace confusion, the confusion here, okay? Clarity's coming in. Show us what the collective needs to see. I just heard split the deck, so you know what? We're going to do this. Maybe so I don't annoy some. New beginnings. You're moving on to new things here. What's on the bottom? Love, partnership. We had the Two of Cups coming out here, so, you know, this could be moving in a direction towards... Wow, I just heard. Okay, some of you may have met somebody and this is what's pushed this to a close here, because this person feels very, very envious about your new beginning. That's not going to be for everyone, okay? But that could be relevant for someone, and that's why it sort of popped up. We've got here the card that flew out. Nothing ever is worth closing your heart over. Close that cycle, not your heart. Close the cycle, man. Look at that, so fitting. Am I going to say it? You can't make it up. Spiritual energy is what you're experiencing when you're enthused by something, and all this high energy comes up inside of you, and this is what this person's tried to squash here, okay? For some of you, it could be a situation. For some of you, it's going to be somebody. For some of you, it's going to be your own emotions, okay? But I can't help what is coming out, okay? So this is, you know, it's just, this is the baseline of what's going on. For everyone, it's going to be different because there are how many million people in the world? Do you know what I mean? Okay? And everyone's situation is going to have small differences. Yes, we live through the same sort of things, okay, especially if you're part of the same soul tribe, same fam, you know, same part of the ethereal planes or whatever you want to call it. But, you know, the underlying thing is that there is something that has stretched to its capacity right now, and this full moon that's just been has illuminated something inside of you to bring that cycle to a close. So whatever cycle that is for you, that is the cycle, okay? But with envy coming out here and not understanding what it was and then getting the answers through the cards, like, that is pretty evident. And so this could be a person for some of you, okay? All right. I really love this. I really love this. Look what you're heading towards, you know. I don't even have to ask for an outcome because your outcome is already pretty bloody prevalent here. Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Cornucopia, Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. I just realized. Wow. 10-10 endings, beginnings. I thought it was the 10 of Cups, but I've just realized it's one of the 10 of Pentacles. One is that is like, you know, wow, freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's pull an angel answer quickly. You're definitely going to come to a point where this emotional weight lifts. And a solid foundation is built, I just heard. Look at this solid foundation as I'm looking at it. What's going to remain is this solid foundation. And also what I'm getting is like, whatever the situation may be and whatever drops off out of your life at this stage, okay, was already complete. So anything that drops out of your life right now, it could be anything. It could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be, you know, a relationship, it could be, you know, that move that you were going to make coming to a halt, okay? These cycles were already complete. And so that is the reason that they've dropped off here. Show us what the collective needs to see. Within the next few weeks. That is not the bottom of the deck. This was the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah. I was just thinking in my head, like what was coming was like, I'm getting a sense once this is all said and done, there's going to be relief here. So within the next few weeks, you're going to feel that sense of release, okay, of relief, and go into recovery mode here, where it's just going to be complete appreciation for the cycle that has just come to an end, regardless of what that is for everybody, okay? There is going to be relief, and there's going to be thankfulness and gratitude for the cycle that came to an end, as hard as it was to bring that cycle to an end. Because it's going to feel like you're no longer stuck in limbo. It's like you can make solid movement forward. And funny, because the readings that have been coming through, like without harboring guilt and all that sort of thing. So I did want to say that. I don't want, you know, but that's what comes out. That's what comes out. So you're going to move forward without guilt here, without, you know, giving a F. But know this, if this moment feels intense right now, trust that it's purposeful, okay? And it is bringing cycles that are well overdue, okay? Like prawns sitting out in the sun, kind of overdue expiration date, okay? It stinks like hell, and you need to release this. I'm also getting right now, you're not being thrown off course. You're being brought to the end of the one that needs ending, okay? You're being brought to the end of that cycle. Go with the flow, you know? Whatever's ending, let it. Whatever's clearing, let it. Bye. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel cleaner. You know, you're going to feel more free. That's what's coming through. I acknowledge and accept emotions as they arise within me without prejudice or judgment. Can't make it up. Okay, there it is. There's my cracker line. I am blessed. I am blessed, a living and loving expression of the eternal union. I'm blessed, a living and loving expression of the eternal union. Beautiful. I choose to transform my life, resolving past issues with strength, courage, and willpower. Amazing. I choose to transform my life, resolving past issues with strength, courage, and willpower. You can't even make this up, guys. There is my signature line. I accept I cannot save everyone. I choose to help those who are open to assistance. Hence, this envious person or this situation that is well past its expiration date here. That's your reading today, guys. I'm going to split this. Let's split this just. I'm aligned. Yeah, you are. Oh, I'm balanced and I am intuitive. You're supported as well. Not sure if we need to read these because, you know, we do get these. 222, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. I am balanced. 22, you are in possession of incredible creative powers and it is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. 2, 11 or 2? Looks like 2 ones to me. Okay, what 11? You have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. I am intuitive. Look at all these 2s. Even if it was 11, like 1 and 1, 2. Crazy. That could be significant. And look at this 2 sitting here. Crazy. All right, guys, that is your reading today. Thank you for joining. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. Thank you for bringing these messages through. Thank you, spiritual teams. Thank you, God. If you resonate with this reading, please chuck a like on the video. This is quite a particular read, isn't it? You know, I'm not sure how many people it's going to resonate with, but it needed to be brought out today. You know, sometimes it's your reading and sometimes it's not your reading, it's somebody else's, and that is just the way that life rolls basically at a whole, isn't it? If you want to be a part of our soul tribe, our soul collective here, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to stay up to date with messages like this that come through, please hit that notification bell. Absolute pleasure being able to bring these messages through with you guys. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Keep shining. See you in the next one.